everybody, it's me, Laura, and today I'm going to show you the Natasha Kaleidoscope border. That's right. And we're going to go ahead and this is one of my kaleidoscopes I've had for a while. And as you can tell here, I'm taking that kaleidoscope cane and I'm twisting it. And I'm going to twist it a little bit more until it's nice and twisted. And I want to show you what you can do with this once you cut it up. So once you have that, you take your acrylic roller and just flatten it. And I'm flattening this until I've got about, I want to say, 1/4 to a 1/2 inch, thick. And so it's going to get lengthened out just a little bit. And then we're going to go ahead and you're going to take your straight blade and you go ahead and cut down and make that slice. And then cut another slice and you're going to go ahead and mirror that. Once you have that mirror, go ahead and if you want to, you can kind of see on the back side, you got that little bit of stripe. If you want to go ahead and cut that, you can. I didn't do a real clean job there, but it'll still work. And then cut your next slice. And this one will go right there. Actually, you flip it over and then you mirror it again. So that way you have your mirror. All right, take that next slice, mirror it, take your next slice, flip it over, and this is where the mirror really starts to come in. You have to kind of turn that around. There we go. Once you have that, you're going to go ahead and every time you flip it over, you're going to go ahead and add in another section to mirror. So we've mirrored it there. You go ahead, cut another piece, flip it over, and there you have your next mirror, and so on. So go ahead and do that all the way through this entire brick. So the main purpose to showing you this method of cutting Natashas from a kaleidoscope cane is the distinctive features you will get when you line these up side by side and mirror on both sides. So because the kaleidoscope cane is really a mandala piece, the patterns you get when cutting from one side to the other will be distinctive up to the middle part of the cane. Once you start to cut pieces past the middle part of this cane, the Natasha pieces will start to look very close, and if you get lucky, almost identical to the first Natashas you have already cut. So if you were looking for a close to matching Natasha set, next to say for example, you wanted to create a pair of earrings. This may be the best way to get that near identical piece in creating identical Natashas earring wise, because you are using a kaleidoscope cane at the very beginning. Another feature you will find in creating these Natashas from a kaleidoscope cane, and something that surprised me a little bit but shouldn't have, is that when you twist the kaleidoscope at the beginning, like I did here, your kaleidoscope patterns will run with horizontal lines throughout the Natashas as you cut them. So here you could tell I'm using my blade to kind of flatten up on one side and then flatten on the other side. And this is just to kind of make a nice neat border, and it's all fairly straight. This way then I could take this particular Natasha border piece and I could put it around a votive or whatever I want. Doesn't have to be made into jewelry. It can be used for all sorts of things. So when you look at this final kaleidoscope cane cut into Natashas, you might notice that it's pretty hard to find where the center cut is. Part of this is due to the fact that this cane, as you can tell right here, the center of the kaleidoscope I originally started with was so similar to the surrounding pattern, it's hard to find that distinctive centerpiece in this cut Natasha set. So let's go ahead and try this method once more and see if we can't get that distinctive center and another row of Natashas from another kaleidoscope cane. All right, so this is the next kaleidoscope we're going to work with, and I have a lot better feeling about this one. And the reason why is because you can tell in the center of this cane, it's a very dark pink. And yeah, there's some darker pinks on the outside, but they're not, they're not the main part of it. So we have a lot of other colors going on here with some blues and other things as well. So let's go ahead and we'll just roll that out and twist it up as we go and see what kind of cuts we can get from this thing. So as you can see here, I'm starting to create that row of Natashas, and you'll notice that same pattern type thing is showing up. So you're getting these lines. They're running horizontally, but they're running at an angle. I have found that this is consistent when I start doing these kinds of Natashas. Anytime you do this from a kaleidoscope, it seems like this is the sort of thing that shows up. Now, as you notice too, it starts to disintegrate just a little bit. You can see it goes from that blue to pink, and then you start to get other colors, and I'm getting closer to that center because you can tell right here, there's that dark pink, and that was from the center of that cane, right there, that big strip of dark pink. So this really is, right there, that's my center. That's the center part. So if I go ahead, and I'm going to do that here in a little bit, cut another piece, what you're doing is, after you get past that dark pink, it's going to go back to what was on the other side of it. So you're just going to be repeating, although, and you can tell right here, you see that yellow and black, and then you got the yellow and black on the other side, and there you go. You have a repeat. Not exactly the same pattern, but pretty close in design to that other Natasha I cut with the yellow-black features in it. So as you go on, you're going to see more and more of these similar patterns showing up on the other side of that centerpiece. Here I have one side of the 2 kaleidoscope canes I cut into the Natasha technique. Here's the other side. So please use this for study and reference. And if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I would love to hear what you're thinking. And as always, I'm sending out my biggest hugs to each of you, and I hope you have a fantastic day.